Hello, everybody. You guys are listening to DJ Awall here on WMTS Radio. I am hosting a virtual interview, but I'm so excited for you guys to meet who I have. Hi, Quickdraw Kid. How are you guys?
Hello.
What's going on?
Okay, let's let everybody introduce themselves. Dylan, you can start. What's your part of the band?
My name is Dylan Yates, and I play drums for Quickdraw Kid. And that's pretty much all I do.
Good. I'll go. I am Connor Schmitz. I play rhythm guitar, but I have one solo, so I'm not really rhythm.
I'm Taylor Curry, and I'm the lead singer.
I'm Caesar Avocano, and I play bass.
And I'm Baxter, and I play guitar.
Just Baxter.
Look, man, there's lots of artists that are just like solo names. I'm here for it. All right, so we're going to talk about first. It's kind of getting to know you guys. I've read a little bit about you guys, and I've also had some friends of mine who are huge fans of yours. So please tell me just a little bit more about this meeting and becoming a band. I know it had something to do with a freshman dorm. So can you guys explain kind of like how you guys became a band?
Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Baxter were random roommates freshman year in Corlew, one of the worst dorms.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor lived on the 6th floor, but wasn't in the band until I don't even know, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But it just started by me and Baxter playing guitar together. And then we met Dylan through playing with somebody else. And then I met Caesar working a festival up in Nashville.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, it just all kind of came together, and we all get along very well.
That's great. Chemistry in a band is really, really important. So I'm really glad that you guys A, have come together, and also B, like I come from before I came to MTSU as part of a really, really small school, and I have met several bands that were those random freshman pairings, and then they just kind of stuck it out. And I was like, cool. So it's just really interesting to have another band that's come on that also started out that way. So something I also want to talk to you guys about. Quickdraw Kid is a very unique name. And I'm just curious, as are you guys just all really big fans of like Westerns and John Wayne, or like how did this come about?
No, we got it from Kill Bill Volume 2. There's a line.
Makes sense.
The lead actress, she says like Quickdraw Kids, like plural, but we get it singular and like it much better that way.
Well, I love the movie reference. I'm here for it. Movies are kind of my thing. So moving on, we are going to kind of talk about a little bit, just getting to know you guys more. Before we do that, we're going to pause for a quick station identification right here. Alrighty, so we are back with Quickdraw Kid. We are talking now about Fresh Meat, their release that came out, and we are so excited about the song for a couple of different reasons. As I was explaining to them off air, one of the things that I love about the song is I definitely related I remember my freshman year at a new school, I was 3.5 hours away from home for the first time. And so like, when you talk about like wasting money and wasting time, I definitely felt that. I was like, why the heck am I here? I don't enjoy it here. It's not worth it to me. So explain to me kind of like, for you guys, how did this song come to be?
The song was written by Connor and Baxter their freshman year. So they started it, and it was kind of just about their college experience and how it wasn't quite what they thought it was going to be. I came in and I wrote the chorus when I joined the band. So it's just kind of a big mashup of everybody's angst and distaste for university, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like college kind of like in general, I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, I grew up in, a small town, but college was like this big end goal when you're in a high school, especially like when you're in like the upper division of your academics, and they're like, oh, you guys, college is this big thing and it's going to prepare you for life and you're going to love it. It'll be the best years of your life. And you enter that freshman year and you're like, no, this is pointless. What am I doing?
In the movies, they make it seem like this big thing, or you're going to feel like it's at home, and it's going to be so great and you're going to be so happy. And then you're in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, I definitely related to that. It was so the difference between like my freshman year and you guys is that I'm assuming all of you started at MTSU, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
no,
I didn't. I transferred.
Okay, so Caesar and I are in the same boat. So I started at the school in East Tennessee, and I was like, this is not the right fit, like at all. Like I knew within the first couple of days, I was like, this is what am I doing here? This is not it. And even beyond that, like when you start somewhere that you know is not right, and then you're spending a whole year there because you've already committed to things and you're like, I have to stick here. I have to stick it out. I can do this. I definitely felt very overwhelmed, very angsty, and very much like, this is terrible. Why on earth did I choose to A, go to college, and then B, go to college here? And I think that, like, I feel like that home environment thing is something you have to adjust to. Like, you have to kind of build that community on your own before it becomes a home. So for you guys, do you think that like now you're starting to reach that point where like because you've built this community, you know, you've built this band, are you starting to feel that point of like finding your home space?
A little bit. I mean,
so.
I definitely did not join this band and intend to find all my best friends, but we did. So
it worked out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pause. We're going to listen to a little bit of Fresh Meat. You can find the song on all streaming platforms. And I would highly suggest that you check it out. It's a really good song, y'all. So when we come back, we're going to get to know more about their influences. And we're also going to play the mini game. I know my listeners, that's the thing they're most excited about. I don't know why. It's just that's the cool. So we come back, we're gonna listen to them kind of talk more about what inspires them and what motivates them moving forward as a band. So stick with us. Alrighty, so we are back here with Quickdraw Kid. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you're here and you're new here and you're like, what the heck did I just tune into? You're listening to the interview. My name is DJ Awall, which no, that does not mean I'm crazy. I'm just really interested in music, and that just happens to be my name. So it worked out. Anyway, so we are with Quickdraw Kid. We're discussing kind of like their background, what they've done, what they're going to keep doing. So for you guys individually and as a group, like who are the people that inspire you? So Caesar, I'd like to start with you.
There's a right answer, Caesar.
It's not Oasis. But it is a lot of British bands, a lot of just, you know, even going way back to like the 60s and that. There's a little bit of like Latin influence too, like salsa and cumbia, but it's all over the place really.
Okay, who's next?
I'll
you wanna go?
Yeah,
You
I'll go ahead and go. I grew up on a lot of older music and I collect a lot of records, so I love all music. But I would say like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Cage the Elephant, Joe Walsh, even like AC/DC going way back. And some country. I like a lot of country music too, but not bro country or pop country.
I got you.
Is it me? I don't know. You go.
Okay.
I don't want to go.
Growing up, my parents listened to a lot of like Lake Street Dive, Death Cab for Cutie, Jason Isbell, and those kind of bands and groups. But I personally get a lot of my lyrical influences from artists like Lucy Dacus and Phoebe Bridgers. Huge Rachel Price person. She's the lead singer of Lake Street Dive. I absolutely adore her. Taylor Swift. I know it's basic, but
it's okay.
I don't know. Like, I guess growing up, like I guess my parents were like my tastemakers. Like, they showed me a lot of Prince, like a lot of Michael Jackson.
Here for Prince. Continue.
My mom was just like anything pop from the 80s she was showing me. And then my dad like brought me up on like the Black Sabbath and the Iron Maidens of the world, you know? So,
yeah.
And then I don't know, these days I can listen to just about anything and like draw influence from it.
Dylan, what about you?
I also grew up listening to like a lot of classic rock because of my dad. But recently I've definitely been addicted to hardcore punk. So that's like my main thing right now. And I do draw a lot of influence from it.
So I find it fascinating that like you all said answers. So the way that I explained it are like the answer that I relate to, because I also grew up with like a very wide genre of music. The way that I've explained it to every artist that comes on the show is that when I was little, I was a short little redheaded kid with curly red hair who grew up in a small town and who had a big church voice. Obviously, the goal was to be Reba. Like that was the end goal. And then so when I started growing up, though, my mom listened to a lot of like those 80s pop bands that you were mentioning, not Prince, unfortunately. I had to develop that one on my own. But other 80s pop bands and groups. And so I got, a lot of that 80, that just general 80s culture. And then my dad listened to like R&B, which was a very unique thing when you think about, my mom knowing old country and then like pop music. And then my dad just straight up is R&B. And I was like, this is an interesting mix of things. But I also grew up with my grandparents. And so my grandparents listened to a lot of the British Invasion, 60s rock, and a lot of 40s country. So like I grew up with a bunch of everything. And so kind of like you all, I just kind of came in and I was like, I just like everything. I will find something in every genre except for polka. I cannot get with polka. I have tried, it does not work. That's kind of a running joke on my show, but it's also truth. Like hardcore cannot do polka. So that being said, like I definitely hear a lot of like Death Cab for Cutie and a little bit of Oasis in a weird way, but like more of their album stuff versus their like their single stuff. And I also hear a little bit of Savage Garden as well, like just like the tone. I think of the instrumentation sounds a lot like Savage Garden, also the album stuff versus their singles. But yeah, you guys have like a very unique sound. And so I think it's kind of cool that you kind of blend all of these together and it becomes Quickdraw Kid. And it's just really awesome to hear overall. So who do you guys like, what is the end goal for you guys? Like, do you have like a band level that you want to be at? Do you want to be as influential in like this indie culture as Death Cab for Cutie, or are you guys aiming to be like one of the mainstream bands of the next era?
We haven't really gotten that far yet.
No. I know.
I mean, I would love that. That would be incredible.
I really just want to play guitar, and I don't really care what happens.
I think we all feel the need to just do music as much as we can, and if we can make a living out of it, I think we'd all be content.
Yeah, our manager's right over here, and he's like, I want you guys in the stratosphere.
I definitely like, I always ask that question and then I always get like a weird mixed answer. Like some people are like, look, the goal is to make money or the goal is to make art. There has not been like a really good like blend of these things.
I mean, I think we mostly write for ourselves and we just hope that other people can relate to it and enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it.
And like, as much as I love Oasis, I don't want to like act like Oasis and be like, oh, we're the best band in the world.
Yeah, like, please don't.
That just seems like a little like convoluted and like annoying, but I still love their music, and they get to be like that because they're Oasis, So,
right. I kind of like, there's a part of me that when I was coming to this interview, I was talking to one of my friends of mine who's again a huge fan of yours, and one thing that she kept saying is she's like, they're so relatable, like, and that's key. I think right now with the generation that we're growing up with is that you have to be relatable to make it right now. Like it's not something that a lot of us are looking for things that we relate to versus things that are just what we've always heard, what we've grown up with. So I think that's kind of like the uniqueness of y'all's sound, as you kind of come in and fill this gap of like music that's really good, yes, but also things that we can relate to and things that we can say, yeah, I've been there, definitely been through that. And so kind of hoping that kind of continues with all of y'all's music. So now what we're going to do is kind of talk about what you guys have been up to, because according to your Instagram page, it's been quite a lot in the last couple of months. So can you guys kind of run me through like what the last 2 months has looked like for you guys, because y'all are kicking off 2022 pretty strong.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like intentional. Like we booked a show like months in advance for like the first weekend of the semester, and we were like, we want to hit this year running, and just like seem cooler than we are, And then Taylor does a phenomenal job with our social media to like keep
I definitely
people
make
interested.
us look cooler than we are. But I mean, we're just trying to play as many shows as we can just to get the experience. We played our first show back in October of 2020. So I think it's really crazy, like how far we've come from that and like how much we've played since then. I think is really cool. We have been featured on WFPK in Louisville, Kentucky, where Dylan and I are from. So that's like a radio station that I grew up listening to, and they added us to their regular rotation of local tunes, which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah. Well, we were almost on the radio in mine and our manager's hometown, but we swear in our song. So they said no. They were like, can you make a censored version? And I was like, no, we cannot.
Well, see, they should just learn to like, adjust it like what we're doing. That's what we're gonna, just adapt. Anyway, no, I was so like Also, Louisville, Kentucky is not that far. I'm currently in Hopkinsville, so like literally a couple hours down the road. So we are kindred spirits at this moment in time. But yeah, y'all kicked off this year incredibly strong, and I'm hoping that that's going to continue for you guys, because again, you guys are really relatable, and like I enjoy your music, and clearly my friend group who was like, hey, this is the band you need to work with, I was like, okay. Because that's what I love about the show, is that, you know, it's not just people that I'm good friends with who get to come on, but it's also like friends of mine who are like, hey, there's this band, check them out, they're worth it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to play the mini game, which I know they're like, oh Lord, there's a mini game. We were not warned about this. What is happening? So I'm going to fill them in while we are off air briefly. So just sit back, relax if you don't mind, and we're going to play some new music while I'm getting them prepared for the mini game. So we will catch you on the flip side. Hello, everybody. We is back here on WMTS Radio. If you guys are new here, hi. Again, this is the interview with DJ Awall. No, it's not a joke and saying that I'm crazy. Yes, it's actually my name. But moving on. We are in an interview with Quickdraw Kid, who I'm very excited that they're here. They're pretty great. So if you missed their story, you missed their story. What were you doing? You should have tuned in like 15 minutes earlier. But anyway, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to play the mini game, which for my listeners who are recurring listeners, I know y'all are pumped and excited about it. The way that the mini game works is I will give them a word. They have 15 seconds to come up with a song that has that word in its lyrics. It does not have to be included in the title. And if they guess a song and it happens to be the song that's written on the back of these cards, then they match me and they get a bonus point. There are 10 words total. There are several of these little card things. And they are in lots of different colors. So hopefully that will brighten your day because it's in different colors. Anyway, are you ready, Quickdraw Kid?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Your first word, lovely.
Lovely day, Bill Withers.
Isn't she lovely?
Hey, Taylor came through with the bonus point.
Hey.
All righty, next word, young.
Young, wild, and free.
Young, Wild, and Free with Bruno Mars, Wiz Khalifa, and Snoop Dogg.
You guys have a little bit more time.
When we were young.
Keep going. 4
That
seconds.
One Direction song, "Live While We're Young."
Nope. 3 seconds.
I feel like there's a lot of One Direction songs with Young in it.
No, I don't.
Correct. Literally like half the album. If you sit down, I have a best friend who's obsessed with them, and she sat down and like went through these, and she's like, you know, there's like a whole album that's dedicated to this one word. And I'm like, that's not the word, that's not the song on the back of the card, but it's fine. So Carrie Underwood has a song called While We're Young and Beautiful, and that's the one I chose. But you guys did good. You still got the point. So here we are, moving on. Next word, gone.
Gone?
Oh
my goodness.
Oh,
Since you've been gone.
oh, there we go.
That's a good one. You have 13 seconds left.
Why is this one hard?
I don't know.
This
Yeah,
one-
Gone-
Gone
5
with
seconds.
the Wind is a movie?
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
I was gonna say Gone with the Wind, but I don't think
Not
that's
a
the song.
Okay. So the one that I had was Gone by Switchfoot because I grew up with Switchfoot. So this was the band that was in my head. Alrighty. Next word. Hold on 1 second. Alrighty, here we go. Next word. Better.
Better all the time. Oh no, that's not the name of the song. Sorry. It's Getting Better All the Time by the Beatles. What's the name of that song? It's getting better all the time. I don't know.
I know the song. I don't remember the title, so I'm going to give you a point, but you have 10 seconds left to guess the other one.
Was that Shawn Mendes song? You know what I'm talking about? The Better song?
Oh, it gets better or something like that.
Treat you better song?
Treat-
Oh, yeah. No, that's not it, but that's a good guess. You have 4 seconds remaining.
I know Overload by Miguel and John Legend. They say better in like the hook, but that's not.
Yes, but also no. Better than this. It's a Hunter Hayes song. It's really good. If you have not heard it, I would check it out. It's one of the weird ones that's talking about like the songwriting process, and he's like, "Look, man, doesn't get much better than sitting down and writing songs." And I was like, "Fair."
No, it doesn't.
Alrighty, next word. Hello.
Hello by
Adele.
Oasis.
By Lionel Richie. What are you talking about?
Thank you, Caesar, coming in clutch,
Yes.
getting the bonus points.
Hello by
Hello.
Oasis, Caesar.
You missed
I said it
Adele.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next one is Million.
If I Had $1 Million by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, if I had $1 million.
13 seconds left.
Oh.
I don't know.
Because Jansen says million and buy me a boat at some point.
Correct. 5 seconds.
The bullet.
I thought y'all liked movies. There's a movie called The Greatest Showman, and it's a million dreams
Dylan,
keeping me away.
That is
I haven't
Dylan's
seen it,
favorite
so-
movie, just
Is
about.
it actually?
It's one his
No,
favorite.
Whiplash is my favorite movie.
About to say, Whiplash is good, man. All right, here we go. Your next word, moon.
Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon, Frank
Yeah, it's
Sinatra.
Fly me to the moon.
Fly Me to the Moon is the bonus.
Bobby Caldwell's "Fly Me to the Moon." Yeah, that's a better version.
Second one on this, because I had written two that I would have given you guys if you got Talking to the Moon, Bruno Mars.
Is that a Tic Tac song now? Isn't it all over TikTok?
Yeah, I think it's all over TikTok now. And I'm like, y'all were slipping on this song like way early because it's a bop. Anyway, moving on. Stop.
Don't stop.
Stop. Wait a minute.
Don't
Can't-
stop me now.
Can't stop.
Please don't stop the music.
Don't stop. Believe it.
You guys are good. Keep going. You got 10 seconds left.
Don't stop
Uptown
me now.
Funk. Stop.
5
Wait.
seconds. It's old school. I don't know if that helps. You got 3 seconds.
Come on, guys.
I know in Everyday People by Sly and the Family Stone, but the live version, they go, stop. And then they stop and they go back in. But I
Or
don't know
you
if
could do Stop in the Name of Love. The Supremes.
Oh,
Mhm. Again, old school. I told y'all. Here we are. Next one. Miss.
that- Tur Bright Side. Miss
Yeah.
Tur Bright Side. What's that
13 seconds.
song? Miss Murder. You know, that's a
Nope.
good one.
5 seconds.
Ole Miss have like a
Dude,
Team
don't-
song?
Miss
No.
You by
Miss
Alabama
You.
Shakes. That's a good one.
Guys, cups. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Oh, okay.
I
Come
should've
on.
known.
I
I'm
was-
so
didn't
sorry.
know that one.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm just like,
I had to block that song out of my memory.
all right. Last one. I will forewarn you again. Old song. Are you ready?
Yep.
Woman.
Man, I Feel Like a Woman Tonight.
Woman.
Woman by John Lennon.
I think this actually might be a little older, and you've got about 12 seconds left.
After Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, John Lennon talks about like literally beating his wife in it, but she says woman. You know?
5 seconds.
I don't know where you went. I don't know what you're talking
What is the
about.
name of that song?
Guys, the queen of gospel. You make me feel like a natural woman, Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
All righty, so let's see how you guys did. You got 10 out of 10, and you got 3 bonus points, which rounds your score up to 13, which means y'all are currently in second or third place, I think, overall for this season. So not bad. Y'all kind of kicked butt.
Well, beat us.
Huh?
Who's the competition here?
So far we have had Austin Daniel, who came on, and he did 9 out of 10, but he got 4 bonus points, so he tied y'all.
He's a fellow Match Records artist like us.
Mhm. And then we had this last weekend, we had Sweet Leona come on, who is one of my favorites because they're dorks just like me, so we relate. Anyway, they came on to do a concert review with me because they had a concert Friday night this last week, and they did 15. They got 10 out of 10 plus 5.
That's insane.
Dang.
Yeah, although we don't give them a lot of credit because one of the words was way, and their only song out on streaming platforms is literally called The Other Way, and they did not get it. So we're just, we're kind of like, yes, you did great, but I was like, guys, what are you doing? Y'all should, there were 3 of them. It was like, one of y'all is going to get it. Nope, not a single one. I was like, Tanner, Carter, Dustin, what are you doing? All right, so you guys did great. I'm gonna write down your scores. For those of you that are listening, when we come back, we are going to be talking about what's upcoming for them and where you guys can find them on social media. So please, if you don't mind, sit back, relax, and stick around with us, and we will catch you on the flip side. Hello, everybody. We are back here on WMTS Radio. Hi. How are you? I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope that you're breathing and drinking water and getting plenty of sleep. If not, I understand. I relate. So that being said, I am DJ Awall, not because I'm crazy, but because that's literally my name. And we are here on WMTS Radio with Quickdraw Kid, and I'm hosting the interview with them. You guys have missed the interview, unfortunately. So sad. What are you gonna do? It? Work on it. We gotta tune into these interviews. They're important. But also, we are very excited because A, this group is like going places. I'm very pumped, and then B, also we're gonna find out like what's upcoming for them. So hi y'all, what's upcoming for y'all? Are y'all like doing some like concerts? Is there like some news that you can drop here? What's going on?
Of course. So we started this year just ball rolling, and we're hoping to keep up the momentum. We got lots going on. We're actually playing a show in Nashville with Big Smile, Eastwood, and Drying Out on March 18th. So you can find those tickets on our Instagram, and we'll be posting about it, I'm sure, until then, because we're very excited about it.
And
oh,
and
more.
2 days prior to that show, we'll be releasing a single called "Put You in Your Place."
I'm so excited. So y'all heard it here. Please pay attention. We first off, there is a single coming. Second of all, more importantly, there's a show. So like keep up not only with our show's Instagram, which is the interview with DJ Awall, all spelled out AWALL on Instagram, but also Quickdraw Kid. Where can we find you guys on social media?
Of course, it is at QK Band on every platform.
Everything, yeah.
Yeet! So that makes it so much easier because then I have to like go on to Google and search. I don't know about y'all, but like when I'm looking for people, especially at my other job where I'm like a booking agent, I've got to like go on and find people, and there's like 3 different pages and they all have different names. It just takes too long. Anyway, so
we also have a website now. I'm going to publish it this week. So it'll be out now. It's www.quickdrawkid.com.
Oh, that's insane.
I'm so excited.
So all the merch, all the things QK that you need in one place.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that my best friend and I are like going in on getting some of these t-shirts, y'all. They're real cute. So like, I would suggest like checking them out because like again, they're real cute. Anyway,
I wore mine to class today, but today was laundry day, and it was like my only clean shirt.
Yeah, no, it's not as much that for me. I have a best friend who's like obsessed with band tees, and by obsessed, I mean like literally if I go to a thrift store and I find a band tee, I'm supposed to immediately call or text her, like it's required. So we've just gotten in this habit of me just calling her and being like, Polly, I found another band tee. She's like, who's it for? And I'm like, this indie band that I like. She goes, get it, I'll repay you. And I'm like, okay, cool. So there's that. But also just in another note, like I'm just really excited because I love t-shirts. T-shirts are they're comfy, they're loungewear. I can just wear them all the time.
Ours are like 100% cotton, aren't they?
Yeah.
We went with what did we go with? I don't even know. Some local company.
Yeah, we went with Big Frog T-shirts here in Murfreesboro. Always support local.
So. I agree. That is what WMTS shirts are also working with currently. So all here for it. So for you guys that are interested about finding out more about Quickband or Quickdraw Kid, or if you guys are more interested about finding out what's going on with the show, please check us out on our Instagram pages. I'm going to include those in the comment section of the promotion online. And other than that, do you guys have anything that you want to say to our audience before we call it quits for the day?
Come see us open for Eastwood.
And listen.
Yeah. Please check them out. They're good. So we
having us.
Oh, yes,
thank you so much.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I'm more excited that you guys are coming on. It's I like supporting people that are local. It makes me feel good. And on top of that too, just like good music, man. That's what I'm here for. That's what the whole show is about. It's for good music. So coming up next for you all, we should be tuning in and y'all will be able to listen to our next artist that'll be coming on a little bit. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. So please stay tuned if you don't mind, and we'll see you in a little bit. This has been an interview with DJ Awall signing off.